Hey guys, welcome to Beauty and SFX by Sab. In this video, I will show you a foolproof, easy eyebrow tutorial. Not just one, not just two, but 3 different eyebrow styles. Since quarantine, hindi ganun kadali lumabas para mag-shopping, mamili ng makeups, mag-swatch over the counter, and meron namang iba na medyo hesitant bumili online. So this video will help you and will give you tips on how you can maximize your available makeup products for your brows at home. If you guys are interested, please keep on watching. Mag-usap muna tayo about the brows. Ano ba exactly ang function niya? Ang function niya is to prevent the sweat na mapunta sa ating mata. It also helps us communicate through facial expression. Aesthetically, it draws attention to the face. It gives the shape and it basically frames the entire face and can either be unpleasant or can be very flattering and enhance our entire look. So as for the brow shape, depende kasi yan. There are varieties of brow shape that complement different types of face. We're not boxed into that. Depende pa rin siya sa preference ng tao kung ano yung kilay na feeling niya confident siyang suotin. Yung 3 brow styles na gagawin natin in this video is the no brows, the bushy brows, and yung Glam or the Instagram brows. The products I will be mentioning will also be in the description box. For the no brows, ito yung brows na parang wala tayong ginawa at all. Yung effortless brows talaga na groomed lang siya. And perfecto para sa mga blessed ang kilay or yung mga tao na makakapal na yung kilay. Ano yung mga products na fit for this style? Pwede tayong gumamit ng brow gel or yung brow soap. Ang alternative na pwede natin gamitin if you don't have the pre-made brow soap, pwede na rin yung sabon mismo. Mas preferred of course yung clear, pero pag nag-dry naman to, it doesn't appear white. So, pwede na to. If wala ka naman nung mga brow gels and brow soap, another alternative is pwede kang gumamit ng hairspray. Pero of course, hindi mo to rektang isi-spray sa kilay mo. So let's do the natural brows. Let me zoom you in. After dipping the spoolie in the gel, what I do is I disperse the gel at the back of my hand. I start to brush at the inner corner of the brow going outward till I reach the end of the brow. I do this in an upward motion and I keep brushing until I reach my desired feathered brow. And last, I define the shape of my brow by brushing the upper part of my brow forming an arc. Para sa mga alternatives natin, I will show you one side gagamit tayo nitong hairspray and the other side gagamit tayo ng soap. Spray a little water or facial mist on the soap. Swipe your spoolie on the soap to get the product and disperse it at the back of your hand to avoid chunky excess products on the brow. Then apply on the brow the same application as mentioned earlier. With the hairspray, do not apply directly on the face. Spray a little on the spoolie and disperse excess products at the back of your hand, then apply on your brows.
These 2 recommendations are optional. Do not use if your skin is sensitive. These are toxic and may cause skin allergies.
O diba, you just got the same effect. Parehas lang siya. We have brow gels na merong may color, meron namang colorless. Pwede rin natin gamitin to achieve the same look. But of course, meron na tayong maa-achieve na shade. If wala kang available na ganito, you can use a mascara. Since yung mascara natin is black, it's best fit for black ang shade ng buhok. On this side, gagamitin ko si Sunny's Face. And this side, yung mascara.
With brow mascaras, I start applying at the outer end going inward to make sure that the brows are completely coated. I brush them again in upward motions. Then with a clean spoolie, I groom it again until I reach my desired feathered brow. As an alternative, I use a regular eyelash mascara. I apply the product at the back of my hand, then disperse the product with a clean spoolie until the spoolie is coated. I apply on my brows with the same technique I did with the brow mascara.
Parang parehas lang ang itsura niya. But, gumamit tayo ng brow mascara and gumamit tayo ng regular mascara. Next brow style is yung ating bushy brows. So, itong bushy brows, ito yung natural pa rin siya tignan, pero well-defined yung shape. Nakikita na rin natin to sa mga artista. Ito na yung medyo nauuso ngayon na brows. The items na essential to achieve this look is yung ating brow gel, which is para mag-groom natin yung brows. Next, we have the pencil. So, for me, ang pencil ay isa sa mga essential items para sa kilay. Why? Kasi ito ay yung may easiest precision and pinakamadaling gamitin. Para sa akin, ang gusto ko yung mga retractable. Kasi para hindi na tayo nag-sharpen, drawing na lang agad. Yung iba sa kanila may kasama ng spoolie and yung iba may kasama ang eyebrow powder. Next item is we have the markers and the pens. So the markers and the pens are intended to have fine, precise strokes. It is best to mimic the brow hair. Yung opacity nito is not the same as dun sa opacity ng isang pencil. Ang maganda sa kanya, it looks more natural and it is buildable. Next is we have the eyebrow powders. Maganda to kasi it creates a softer and natural look, especially if you're not going to use the wax or wala kang ilalagay na any mixing mediums. And if you want a more stronger, crisp type of strokes, maganda siya na lagyan mo ng water or you can add a mixing medium. And last is we need a concealer. So, yung concealer para malinis natin yung brows and para mas maging defined and clean yung shape ng brows natin. Let's go on to the demo. For one side, ang gagamitin natin is the pencil. And for one side, gagamitin natin yung eyebrow powder.
I start applying at the base of the brows going outward. I define the arc of my brow but still I follow the brow shape that I already have. Make sure to fill in the entire brows with the product because with lights, unfilled parts of the brow will be seen, especially in pictures and videos. With the product that's already in my brows, I use a spoolie to blend it inward para ma-achieve ang natural gradient effect. With a concealer or foundation, I clean the edges using a flat brush, starting from the base to the outer end. I also clean the upper part of my brows to define its arc. With a clean blending brush, I blend the concealer and foundation. I use a brow gel and brush upwards until I reach my desired bushy effect. And last, I use a thin brow pencil and mimic hair strokes. I do the same techniques of application like what I did on the pencil, but this time I use an eyebrow powder.
Ang next brow style na gagawin natin is yung Glam or the Instagram brow. So, ito yung talagang pakak na pakak ang kilay, yung talagang on fleek, akala mo galit to the highest level, nanlalaban ng tutusok. Yun. The products I prefer to use in this brow style, pwede pa rin natin gamitin yung mga products kanina, but since medyo mas crisp, medyo mas strong yung look natin, we can also use the pomades. So, itong mga pomades, mas thicker yung consistency niya and it lasts longer compared to the pencils and compared to the eyeshadows. And we can use eyeshadows for the brows. For me, the eyeshadow is very pigmented. Minsan mas maganda siya kesa sa eyebrow powders. And I use either water, a mist, or a mixing medium para mag-work ito on me. Para dun sa mga wala nang pangkilay dyan, pero meron pa kayong eyeshadow, maybe it's about time you dip onto that brow shade. And yun na lang ang gamitin na pangkilay. It works and most of the time, mas pigmented siya. On this side, ang gagawin natin is I will use a pomade and then dito sa kabila, ang gagamitin natin is an eyeshadow.
Using a taupe shade pomade, I start applying again at the base going outwards. I define the shape and make sure that the brows are completely filled and blended. With a darker shade of pomade, I fill in the outer edge to further define the arc and its tail, then blend. With a concealer or foundation, I clean the outer edges starting from the base to the outer end. And then I clean the upper part of the brow to the arc and the tail. With a clean blending brush, I blend the concealer and foundation. A technique I do is tinitwist ko yung brush palabas para hindi masira yung paglinis at yung pagka well-defined ng shape ng brows. Lastly, I apply brow mascara and blend with a clean spoolie. With an eyeshadow, I pick a brow shade and scrape off a little product and put it in a mixing palette. Then I mix a little of Duraline to achieve a liquid consistency para maging mas strong ang pigmentation and yung application mas magiging fluid compared to the other eyebrow products. I do the same application tulad ng paggamit ng pomade. I also apply a darker brown or black shade to the outer end and tail. And then I clean it with a concealer and apply brow mascara. In reality, hindi naman dapat magkaiba yung shade at yung product na gagamitin mo for each brow. In this video, I am emphasizing on the alternatives and techniques on how I do the brows of my clients and for myself.
That's it for this brow tutorial and I hope medyo mas madalian na kayo sa pagkilay after watching this. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like, share, and please do comment down if meron kayong mga makeup requests, product reviews na gusto nyo makita on my channel. Bye! See you in my next video!